Well, heavens to Murgatroyd. It's afternoon, and we have been yard sailing, and I found this hat for 50 cents. Grandma is a happy woman, and I have had fun today. I tell you what, that's good exercise getting out there and going from yard sale to yard sale. But we just enjoyed it, and of course we had breakfast out at McDonald's, and that was nice. And then Bella helped me tell the story of Noah this morning. And I just sat there and kept my coffee cup. And I'm going to be telling Bible stories along. And I think everybody's going to love them. Give it a try. I've got it put on. But I just had to visit with y'all a little bit and tell you that the Lord is good all the time. And this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. When you're 90 years old, honey, and you wake up feeling good, you are very thankful. Well, I was thankful a lot sooner than that, but look at this hat. I mean, 50 cents. And look how cute it is. See that? I know all you guys are interested. But you girls are. Because you know what? This is stylish. When I put it on, I thought, I believe I'll go on safari. So I did. We safaried in the subdivisions. Tanner Estates had a wonderful yard sales, and guess what? We're going back tomorrow. I'm not cooking for you today, though, because when my brother Tommy was buried, and we had the funeral yesterday, and it was a graduation, and we had a wonderful time visiting with family. And I know if Tommy could have looked down from heaven, he would have been thrilled with the results, because they had food that was fabulous. And when they got done with all that food, they had it catered in. I mean, Tommy went out in style. Maybe when I go out, I can go out in style like that. But while I'm here, I want to stay in style right now. But I know I got up and spoke for Tommy because things were going kind of dull, and I got a little, honestly, bored with it. I mean, she's a good friend, and I just love her and all, but she didn't talk very loud, and you couldn't hardly hear her because I don't hear that well anyway. So anyhow, I said, I want to get up and speak for my brother because, I mean, we ran around together. We went to Corden, and we went, shucks, to the, where's my coffee? Right here. We'd go to the Cracker Barrel and have fish. He loved fish. I love fish. And so I just told everybody how that we would run around together and how I helped him find a car to buy after his wife died. And we just had a great time together. Many times till he did get dementia. But I said, and you know what? God can use anybody. We are tools. And I announced that I am on YouTube, and you know that's where I tell about Jesus and how you can serve the Lord. And so I got to tell him that, and I got to brag on my brother Tommy, what a good daddy, and how his wonderful daughter. I tell you what, Tonda, his daughter, took care of him. For the last 2 years, she fixed his supper every day. And for a while, he could drive over and get it. But he got forgetful and was having dementia, and he would leave his door open and his battery would run down and stuff. So they started taking it to him. But he was a happy man till he went. And he collected iron skillets and iron cookware. It's everywhere. I told his daughter-in-law, one of them, I said, look, I cook with iron skillets. She said, well, they're so heavy. I said, but there are some that's not that heavy, and I have them. And I said, what you do is you lift up them. Tommy's got so many. And if it's lightweight, grab it and keep it, because they're wonderful to cook with. The name of them is, I forget what it is. I think they're called Beautiful. Beautiful. They are beautiful. And I remember when I started getting, my mom gave me, my wedding present from her was an iron skillet. And then she gave me a pan. So I had a skillet and a pan to you know, that I could warm up soup in and stuff. And that's all the cooking utensils I had. And then I got me a couple of forks and spoons, and 16 years old, not a lick of sense. Not a lick of sense. I know you 16-year-olds are surely smarter than I was. Do not get married at 16. Don't even make a permanent relationship. Girls, don't give it away free. No sirree. You know what they say. They won't buy the cow if they get the milk free. That's an old saying. And I think there's still a lot of truth in it. Really and truly. Because if you give yourself free, what have you got? Nothing. Well, anyway, that's my opinion. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Think it over, girls. You know, us girls are boss, really. We're the ones that say yes or no. And so think it over. Pray about it. Say, keep a chaste life, girls. Don't start it. Boys, they'll love you and leave you. Fact is, when I was a young girl, and this is the truth, my mom told me, she said, honey, don't be giving it away free, because you know what they do. They get you pregnant, and then they're goodbye gone. And then you have to raise that baby by yourself. And I said, I sure don't want to do that. And a lot of young girls are now raising their babies, and some of them are doing a terrific job. I know some that are doing a real good job raising their child by themselves. But it's tough. And sometimes boys they just want a good time. And us girls, and I'm going to be honest with you, we want love. And they make you feel like you're loved. But no, honey, they're just having their way with you. There, I'm speaking plain. As a grandma, I've been around the block a time or two, like I told you. And it's better to be chaste and to save yourself for marriage. And I believe in marriage. I know they say now, you know, we called it shacking up. Yet they shack up all the time, and they live together without marriage. Fact is, I have family, I'm not going to say who they were, that did that for 2 years. They said, we're saving our money for our wedding. Well, big whoopee. And it cost them $5,000. You know what I would have done with that money? I would have bought me a house full of furniture or paid a down payment on a house. I certainly would not have wasted it on a wedding. I would have just had a simple wedding. But then I'm thrifty. I really am. And I'm old-timey. And I know y'all don't think that way, but that's okay. I love you anyhow. It was my granddaughter. I ain't going to tell you who it was. But I love her to pieces. But they did that. And now they're happily married, thank goodness. They did the right thing. She was raised right. And one of these days, maybe I'll get a great grandbaby there, because she's my grandbaby. And she watches me on videos, so she knows who I'm talking about. But that's all right. I love you, honey. I better shut up. But the Lord is good, and I'm having fun. And that's it for today. I just had to say hi to y'all. 50 cents. I mean, this is a classy hat. Look at the work on that. The way they made it. I wonder, is it made in China? Look, it's got 50 cents right there. Let me take that off and see. Made in China. I reckon they make everything in China. But I felt like I was on safari. So y'all have a good day. Love you. Walk that path where Jesus would be pleased with you. I'm trying to please him, and sometimes I get too plain spoken. Some people don't like me because I'm plain spoken. But that's a lot like my Aunt Nellie, who would tell you if you needed to shorten your whatever, pants or skirt, or make it longer. She just gave her opinion whether she was asked or not. And I'm bad to do that too. So I just give you my opinion. But that don't mean I don't love you. I do love you. But I'm going to be giving my opinion right along. And you can give me yours, and I'll still love you. Bye-bye.